Welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun Bowl and home to the UTEP Miners, and it's always a pleasure to come out this way, and we're certainly excited about the game we have in store. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UTEP Miners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Miners will put total leather to crank us up. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Notre Dame's return team will have that offense backed up. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach. So much fun to play with him, a guy that can do...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Quick with the spin move. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miners. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back, you got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, hitting them deep in their own territory. So the UTEP Miners offense will have its first possession of the game. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But, man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Smashes through. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This one's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. The give out of the gun.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Scanning the field, it's McGee. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. And the Miners are threatening in the red zone. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Rides to the back. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UTEP. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up for the touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves in.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Pocket starts to collapse.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, he got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working for them.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. The Miners in the hurry up. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. They go to the ground.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
It's a reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man, and they convert. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It's good. Easy call for the ref. And they'll push that lead down a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. Back to throw, it's Carr. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Cherry. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Quickly to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this.
Makes the catch on the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. From the 30-yard line on first down. They're bringing heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Looking for a man. It's McGee. Working that left side now. And he's dragged down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The quick out. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. They'll try to get it through the air. Snags it over the middle. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. That last completion sets them up on second down. These corners backing off a bit. To the air, it's Carr. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a third down. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And that is a heck of a play by that defender knocking that ball away, David. It looked like that had explosive play at minimum, touchdown written all over it. He was able to show the catch-up speed and knock it down.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, when you're beat, you just got to put your head down.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Niners.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Defense not showing press coverage. He'll keep it himself. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. One of the best atmospheres in football, and we... One from El Paso.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now sliding to his left. Trying to escape and get it himself. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a gap. It's Jolly. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. Pressure coming. Looking for a huge play. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give to the tailback. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. At the 45 on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Gets it to the back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Really nice job by awareness, too, from that.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. New Mexico found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Lobos football. Those folks in University Stadium won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Spits it out to the back. And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He's looking to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
31, Notre Dame, 13.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. They've got the screen set up. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Miners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, UTEP! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And he tacks on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Dropping back, it's Carr. He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
He's got great speed, and the coverage team able to wrestle him down. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
And this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they...
Touchdown, UTEP! And the punishment has been extended. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Backed up in their own end, just find some breathing room. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Fires to the wideout. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.